Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. It's Wednesday here in Montreal. Maybe a different day where you are. It's nice to be back. I've got a special guest coming up in a couple of songs' time. Let us know where you're watching from. Already got some Burnley in there. But yeah, the wonderful Iona Lane is going to be joining us very soon. I'm going to play 2 songs just to get things warmed up. But let us know where you're watching from, and if you have any questions for Iona, put them in the chat. I'm going to play a new one because I've been trying to do that a little bit more lately. So this is called Eyes Receding. It's from your brother.
Words carved out of the stone, your eyes receding. As long as I can hear a voice, does that slip too? Letting more than I should excuse, is that misleading? Hunched up shoulders over your rolled up sleeve. Once in a while I get out and blaze with feeling. Better to call and not at all. There's time still. Pictures of a time, sure a feeling says I should only own this moment now. Carved out of the stone, her eyes receding, said I should only own this moment now.
That's Eyes Receding. Iona's already in the chat, multitasking. I'm going to play a cover for the next one. Hello to Geordie Land. Hiya, Nev. Regular guest and friend of the show, Nev Clay. I'm going to play a song by a Canadian artist by the name of The Weather Station, who I had the pleasure of seeing play this song many years ago on a tiny little island in the Bay of Fundy, which has the biggest tides in the world between Nova Scotia and New Brunswick. And it was just completely dark out, this tiny little stage, and she's there, voice and guitar, playing this amazing song. So I had to find out the words and the chords and learn how to play it, and then recorded it on my 2017 EP, All We Know. This is called What Am I Gonna Do With Everything I Know. There's always more of it, and a tender touch cleared all of it. You said nothing
it didn't matter if it could be drunk. But what am I gonna do with everything I know? What are you gonna do with everything you know? I was staring at you, it felt like staring out the window. It all becomes true if we say so.
That's the weather stations. What am I going to do with everything I know? We're about to bring in our special guest. Just before we do, a note: if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, if you can like the stream, that really helps to feed the algorithm beast. And if you are a particular fan and friend of the show and want to share it on your social media platforms, that would be much appreciated. So yes, without further ado, I'm going to introduce our very special guest. Originally from Lancaster, but presently residing on the wrong side of the Pennines in Leeds. It's Iona Lane. Iona, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm very good. How are you?
Good. I had a little technical bump there, and you were like miniature on the screen, but I fixed it.
Oh, really enjoyed those first two.
Thank
Really
you.
lovely.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, for the benefit of the viewers, we just met on Zoom 2 days ago for the first time. One of our regular viewers, Karen in Buffalo, New York, reached out and said, "Tim, there's this amazing artist in the UK. You should get her on the stream." And I investigated the music, and I agreed wholeheartedly with that, and reached out to Iona, and she's here. So yeah, give it up for Iona, and say thank you to Karen. But yeah, it's
thank you very much.
It's lovely.
I appreciate it a lot.
Lovely to meet you, and yeah, I've been really enjoying your music. It's really beautiful, and yeah, it's such a wonderful thing that we get to have this bizarre connection, because you're originally from Lancaster, which I grew up very close to there, and used to go up to the Butterfly Museum and the castle and all this kind of stuff on the school trips, and then went to university in York, so just down the road from where you're living.
From Leeds, that's it's funny that, isn't it?
Small world, and here we
Small
are
world for sure.
in our houses, not going anywhere, but yet everywhere. So yeah, you released an album. Was it this year that the album came out?
Yeah, so I put an album out in March, and that's my first full-length album.
Congratulations.
Thanks, yeah. It's really strange. It's been like a long time in the making, and it's just so nice for it to be out in the world at this point, and so that, you know, people can wrap their ears around it and enjoy it, and I can sort of send it off, because I feel like I've been sat on it for so long.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you know what it's like. It's just been so lovely to get it out and hear people's responses, and it's been really nice. I've enjoyed the journey so far.
Yeah, and I guess like just with it being this year, you've been able to sort of tour it a little bit. There's been a little bit, although you just recently got COVID and had to stay at home for a little bit as well. So it's been
I have managed to do quite a few gigs. So I released it back in March and did a few gigs sort of around then. But yeah, I feel like I should apologise in advance to the viewers, because I a few days ago recovered from COVID. So my voice is it's okay, but it's doing. I don't have complete control of it at the moment, so I'm gonna put a pre-warning if some strange noises come out.
I'm sure it'll be fine. But yeah, did you want to kick us off with a song?
Oh yeah, I think I'll start with the opening track on the album, and the album is called Halaval, which is the name of a mountain on the Isle of Rum off the west coast of Scotland, so just south of Skye. And the opening track is called Western Tidal Swell, and it sort of name checks Halaval, and it's all about the Isle of Rum. So seems fitting because it's where the album got its name from. But yeah, this is Western Tidal Swell. tidal swell, brutal beauty wrapped in western tidal swell. Hostile waters sit between us, a land of red deer and poison otters and eagles. Oh, I pine, oh, I pine, oh, I pine for that coastline, to climb mountains forged in volcanic decline. Drink from Kilmore well, forever you'll be bound to share waters on the slopes of Halliwell. Brutal beauty wrapped in western tidal swell, brutal beauty wrapped in western tidal swell. 20 miles southwest pining for your final breath. Venture northeast across migration paths, misleading depths. Water I must drink, drain from sandstone and mountains so distinct it has me under its spell. Wrapped in tidal swell, it has me under its spell. Wrapped in tidal swell, drink from Kilmore well, forever you'll be bound to share waters on the slopes of Halliwell. Brutal beauty wrapped in western tidal swell, brutal beauty wrapped in western tidal swell, brutal beauty wrapped in western tidal swell, brutal beauty wrapped in western tidal swell.
Yeah.
Whew, my voice
Gorgeous.
just about made it through.
You made it. You made it. I anticipated the end then. I hope that I got the right moment.
Yes, you did. You did.
As soon as I started, I was like, no. It's like, I'm a musician. I know when the song's ended. But yeah, absolutely gorgeous. So lovely.
Thank you.
Yeah. For any new viewers, this stream is viewer supported. So if you want to support myself and Iona, there's a donation link in the video description where you can donate by credit card or PayPal, or if you're here in Canada, by Interac. 50% of the donations each week go to the guest artist, which this week is Iona Lane. And that was Western Tidal Swell. I was reading your description about that song on your website, and I feel like I have a particular sort of vision of this, because when I was flying home to Canada from the UK a couple of months ago, the flight path took me like from London. It was this clear day and it went just north over England. So I feel like over Lancaster, and like I could see like the outline of the country, and I could see like the islands off the west coast of Scotland. So it was kind of mind blowing. But
yeah. Oh, that is such a nice flight.
yeah. Just, the lakes in the Lake District and all this kind of stuff, which, you were in the Lake District towards the end of writing the record, right? Is that...
Yeah. The last song on the album is sort of inspired by a little trip that me and my partner took to Wasdale in the lakes. That was a very sort of like last minute camping trip, sort of mid-March. And we sort of in Wasdale in the Lake District, there's no phone signal, no reception or anything, and we just sort of like disappeared for a few days. And I mean, the weather was miserable, and we spent quite a few days in the pub there, which was really lovely, and we met some wonderful people. But yeah, I remember sort of driving out of Wasdale, driving home, and sort of re-emerging into my phone having service, and the world's collapsing around us.
It's like you escaped just for a moment.
It was like, should we go back and hide it out in Wasdale? But yeah.
So it seems like there's like quite a few moments of natural beauty involved in the making of the record, because you recorded a lot of it up in Scotland. Is that right?
Yeah. I mean, I guess sort of the main thing that I tend to write about is sort of tend to be sort of stories or sort of human connections with the natural environment, and sort of finding bits of folklore from like different places that I've been to and that kind of thing. And I just end up getting like down like research rabbit holes. And I spend like hours like researching this really niche bit of folklore. And I guess that's sort of the formation of the songs. And then we went up to Ardgour, which is just outside of Fort William, to record for a week, April last year, and it was amazing. It was so much fun, and we drank so much wine, and we played a lot of Yahtzee, and then we also coincidentally recorded an album, which
in
was
between.
like, yeah, pretty much. I mean, yeah, during the day we were recording, and during the evening we were having a nice time.
Yeah.
And it was so lovely. I'd go back in a heartbeat.
Incredible. So did you want to give us another piece? I don't know if you're planning to do things from the record or new pieces, or but you are our guest, so feel free to do whatever you're feeling.
I think I'll play. Sorry, you just have to bear with me while I go to a different tuning. And I think I'm going to play a song next called Mary Anning.
Okay.
And Mary Anning, she was a paleontologist, so she studied fossils in the early 1800s in Lyme Regis, which is on the south coast of England. And she made some incredible discoveries for the scientific community, and sort of started... I might explain this wrong, but she essentially started the sort of proving the building blocks of evolution, and but unfortunately, because she was a woman, she wasn't actually allowed to present her work, her findings. So she'd often sell her discoveries to her male colleagues, who would then take sort of credit for the work. And she's more recently been getting a lot more recognition, and a couple of weeks ago, actually, on Mary's 223rd birthday, an organisation called Mary Anning Rocks unveiled a statue of Mary in Lyme Regis.
Oh, nice.
Sort of the statue's a beautiful statue. It's got a dog tray at her feet, and she's sort of got her sort of fossil collecting tools in her hands, ready to go. And she's just an amazing scientist, amazing woman. And I wrote this song about her. Begins with a storm, poor child who's struck by lightning, nothing special to show this world. She will explore and make her name, taught by her father. There's stones to crack and bones to track, so search the sands near the harbour. They sold their curiosity. She sells seashells by the seashore. The shells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. Fortune placed an inspiration of what she might one day become. A woman of knowledge and independence. With books her path is now begun. Out on her own in clear defiance, helped by a four-legged company, unearthed an ancient ocean giant. Now the world will know her name. She sells seashells by the seashore. The shells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. Any doubt, only men contend in science. One day I'll contend in science. She sells seashells, stone girl, bone girl, out on your own, girl. She sells seashells, stone girl, bone girl, out on your own, girl. After the storm, she returned, longing for discovery, to be met with the boundaries of society. She sells seashells by the seashore. The shells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. She sells seashells by the seashore. The shells she sells are seashells, I'm sure.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
That's a pretty risky move, putting a tongue twister inside your own song.
Yeah. To be fair, it's really funny that, because it's got to the point where I can sing that and not even think about it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just in my muscle memory. But then when I have to say it, I find it really difficult.
But once you've got the melody to it, it's...
Yeah, it's funny that, isn't it? I don't know whether you find that, like, when songs just get to the point where it's like, cool, I don't even need to think about this. And then when you stop and you actually think about what you're doing, it's just like, what?
Yeah,
my brain.
It's like there's I always think about it as like there's a sense and a logic and this rational thing going on with the words or whatever, but like actually it's just this action. You program yourself to carry out this action, and this action might be saying these words, but like it's just autopilot, totally autopilot.
Yeah, for sure.
No, that's wonderful though. And so along with the donation links in the video description, there's a link to Iona's music, so you can find that. But it's up on Spotify, and are you on Bandcamp? Do you have stuff?
Yeah,
on
on
there?
Bandcamp as well.
Which is, I don't know, for my end, it's definitely always like the best place to buy music to support the artists. I don't know if that's, you have a preferred place.
I mean, for sure. Like, should be able to buy my CDs and LPs from Amazon as well. I mean, it depends. Sometimes for people buying in the States, it's easier to buy through Amazon because of the postage and all of that jazz. But if you fancy ordering direct from my Bandcamp, that is the best way to support me.
You heard it here first.
For sure.
Yeah. So, Yeah, look it up on there, and on your Bandcamp as well, and on your website. I guess do you have your upcoming dates listed on there?
Yeah, tour dates. Yes.
And anything
Yes,
coming up particularly soon that you wanted to plug to?
Yeah, I
viewers
mean,
around the world?
next weekend I'm playing in Beverley. You'll know Beverley.
Near
right?
York.
Yeah, near York.
With its minster, its lovely minster.
Yeah, it is lovely. I'm playing Beverley Folk Festival, which is going to be really
amazing.
nice. And then later in the summer, I'm particularly excited about playing. There's a festival in Barnsley, which is in South
right.
Yorkshire, called Underneath the Stars Festival.
Okay.
And that's just I've been there so many times and volunteered, and it's like my go-to festival.
Really? Okay, that's a new one for me. Okay.
Yeah, they've asked me to come and play a set, which is super exciting. I'm so excited for that. So that's going to be really fun for sure.
Great. I know we've got some viewers in Newcastle as well. You have anything coming up in the northeast?
In Newcastle,
in the next
I
little bit?
don't, but it's in the works.
Okay.
Keep an eye out.
Keep
Let's
an eye out,
say
Nev. Amazing. I'm losing track, but I think you played 2 songs, right?
Yes, yeah, 2 so far. Should I?
I'd love you to play another one for sure.
Cool. I'll end with this one. I might as well end with the closing track on that album,
Beautiful.
which is the one that we spoke about. That's inspired by the trip to the lakes.
Right.
And, when my guitar behaves. And yeah, it's a song called Humankind, and it's all about being surrounded by people that you hold dear and important to you. And it felt like a really nice sort of closing sentiment for the album. Yeah, it goes like this. Halfway around this lake, bird song soothed my aches. There's peace and solitude, peace that's made full by you. May you find in due time, fog will rise at the crossing. May you find, then rewind some of your time for humankind. Could I forget myself on the way back to where we lay? Raindrops cascade off the home we made for a couple of days. May you find in due time, what we need is a soul to follow us, soul to remind that when we will fall, someone will be there to hear us. May you find, then rewind some of your time for humankind. Thank you. Thanks so much for having me.
Oh, no, that's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, again, to the viewers, you can support myself and Iona. There's a support link in the video description. Just click on that, and it will take you to the donation method of your choosing. And 50% of the donations go to the guest each week. Iona, that was absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for being here with us. You're out playing some shows around the world. So, yeah, I think just in the UK at the moment. Is that right?
Yes, yeah, for now.
Okay, so look out the rest of the world a little bit later on. We do have some guitar nerds on here as well, so I'm intrigued. Like, what was the tuning for the last one?
The last one, so the last two are in D standard, so standard tuning, but down a whole step.
Oh, okay.
And then I was in Dad-Gad for the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I thought it was like, yeah, very kind of like low and resonant. So yeah, beautiful. Always good to have some tuning talk on there, I suppose. Yeah, that's amazing. I'm going to keep going and play a few more, but we're going to say goodbye to Iona for now. And yeah, hopefully we'll have you back on the stream at some point as well.
Oh, I'd love to.
Fingers
Thanks
crossed.
very much.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to hearing the rest of your stream.
Amazing.
Thanks, bye.
Iona Lane, everybody. That was wonderful. That was such a treat for me as much as anyone else. And again, like it was regular viewer Karen in Buffalo, New York that recommended Iona. So if there's somebody that you'd like to hear guesting on the stream, just send me a message and I'll see what we can do. That's like the third or fourth time that's happened. So it seems to work. I'm going to play a few more here. Again, if you don't already, please like or subscribe for the particular social media that you're watching on. And then you'll get notifications when we go live. So I'm going to play a few more. I also have some wildlife footage that is not from my mum's garden. More to be seen, and a special announcement. Actually, I'm gonna do the announcement right now, because there's probably a few extra UK people watching. I just last week I announced a Montreal date, and this you'll see it here first. Playing in London on the 17th of August at the Green Note. Very special, intimate show. 25 tickets for this. I'm going to do 2 sets. Going to play a bunch of new stuff as well as the old things. The ticket link is in the video description, so get on that if you want to come down. As well as the upcoming show in Montreal next month with Rob Dixon. Link is in the video description for that as well. That was mainly for you, Nev, the tuning question. I'm going to play another new-ish one that's got a few run-outs at this point. It's called Undestructed, which is not a word, and I like using words that aren't really words. And Joseph is requesting the Sledgehammer song. I'll see if I can remember all the words for that. And I'm going to put the little request box thing up in the corner. So if you're watching on Twitch, you can request things in the widget. But if you also just type things into the chat, if there's anything you want to hear, get it in there. But this is Undestructed by me.
Tide won't pull you down, tide won't knock you over. It's the price that appeals. Dry lines snapping to come through in the summer. It's the best time to heal. undisrupted. My headaches, undestructed. My thoughts are undisrupted.
Undistracted. There we go. Actually, seeing as Nev's here, I'm gonna play one of yours in a little bit, Nev. If the stream request moderator person that's been putting the things in can put in Green Leaves by Nev Clay, that would be much appreciated. I believe we have an assistant today on the stream requests. Let's find out if it's actually true. Because it worked. And Iona is in the chat, so anybody who's too shy to ask a question while she was performing can get in there now and go for it. I'm gonna play an old one that I haven't played for a bit. It's a regular over the years. It's called Be Patient, and it's about people who burn a little bit too bright. The stream robot worked.
Stealing nothing from something's hands, I was blinding eyes, bouncing off the sands I was paid for. You look behind you and I'm not there. When you get too close you thin out the air. I was over my head. When you look at me as if you've never seen the wheels come off, there's cardboard filling spaces in the road. You turn the corner laughing as star sentiment explodes. The gods have promised everything for you. Oh, no, I don't know. Oh, no, I don't know. Oh, no, I don't know. Well, am I sick of this? As you are, it's not simple scratches, not subtle scars. This is painful. They know, we know. And without meaning, I burst to the clouds. I dried the soil out, I cracked the ground. Is this so? Because you look at me as if you've never seen the wheels come off. There's cardboard filling spaces in the pavement, in the road. You turn the corner laughing as star sentiment explodes. Your gods are putting everything on you. climb up this fleshy frame. Hands and feet are fixed, stretching up above me. This man-made shoulder wide ladder's broken sides. The wind rose, I lost my step, cushioning my back, the sands that came to greet me. The fallen, ranked and filed, away with all the wherewithal. And when you touch the sun, remember what it's for. Pulling sweat from your pores. See it in their eyes and shoulders, cushioning your lives and folders. 'Cause even if you pushed it forward, we've got it wrong. Stillness has shine last night, weightless in the folds of wings and silent feathers. But still we'll push over land, as breathless as the day we came. And when you touch the sun, remember what it's for. The heat pulling sweat from your boys. See it in their eyes and shoulders, cushioning your lives and folders. 'Cause even if you pushed it forward, we've got it
That was Folds. For Karin. For watching so religiously. I do this every week for anybody who's new here. Same time, 8 p.m. UK time every Wednesday, 9 p.m. on the continent, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Usually, we have a little feature called Mum's Badger Cam, where we see footage from Mum's garden in Lancashire. Primarily of badgers, hence the name. But the occasional deer, heron, otter, whatever. But things have been a little bit quiet over there recently. And I got an email from a fellow named Stuart Holland today sending me some beautiful footage of a river in Italy where he lives. And then he also sent me some wildlife camera footage from his garden. So watch out, Mum. If you don't up you're going to have to start staging, I don't know, animal adventures in the garden, because otherwise other wildlife cameras are going to start taking over. So what we have this week is an otter in Italy. So massive thanks to Stuart for sending this through. This is a little bit of Italian badger cam footage. Close up. I don't know if he put something on the camera to attract the little otter in there. Apparently he got an otter expert to set up this camera in his garden. and I have the name of the location and otter in Italian. So apparently it's una lontra lungo. Oh, no, let's try this again. Una lontra lungo la sponda del Aventino. So I think Sponda is river, maybe, and Aventino is the area in Italy where he is. So there you go. Come for the music, stay for the lontra lungos. Okay, let's get into some of those requests. There's still time for a couple more requests as well. I'm going to do these 2 and then maybe 2 more. So if there's something you want to hear, get on the Twitch and go in the About section and click on the little buttons in there to choose a song, or just type something in the chat. And as with the guests, if there's something that I don't know already, then I can look into it and see if I can have a go at playing it at a future stream. But I'm gonna do a song by Nev, who's watching today. Nev's been a guest a couple of times on the stream, and I've had the pleasure of playing a couple of, I think just two shows live with him in Newcastle. But to my mind, one of the best songwriters in England. No hyperbole. I never know if I'm saying that word right. Hyperbole. I always think it should be hyperbole, but I think that's like a American football contest that rivals the Superb Owl. Sorry. And this is in Dad for Shad for Nev. I mean, I'm telling Nev what tuning his song is in. Completely unnecessary. And he released this on my birthday a couple of years ago, just as a little present for me. Nev, do you have any shows coming up that you want to tell people about? Maybe Mum's otter is on holiday. That deserves a round of applause. It's that time of year. This is Green Leaves by Mr. Nev Clay. No hyperbole. Hyperbola. Not hyperbola. I know it's not that one. Okay. It's been a while since I've played it. Let's see if it still works. One more time.
There's no reason for our arrival here, and no knowing just when we'll go. It's only humans that look for answers. Sometimes the green leaves fall before the gold. The council planted 100 saplings here, most of them thriving and growing old. But some were uprooted by stupid children. Sometimes the green leaves fall before the gold. I'm not showing off, but I used to volunteer at a local hospice. There's nothing to say. Sometimes the green leaves fall before the gold.
Green Leaves by the one and only Nev Clay. So if the stream request moderator master is on there, then you can mark that song as done. Any particular upcoming shows you want to tell us about, Nev? Our stream is your advertising space. Yeah, just a reminder as well, if you want to support the stream, you can. There's the link in the video description. Any amount is much appreciated and makes a big difference. We've been going for 2 years now, and it's thanks to you and your support that's been possible. So, thank you. I'm gonna have a go at playing a new song because my brother requested it, and I'm trying to do that a bit more. I'm trying to use this space to work on some new things. So this is one called Sledgehammer that yeah, it's on the Bandcamp subscription for anybody who's on there. See if I can remember the words. I'll just make them up if I can't. It's fine, right? Yeah, the alternate tunings make everything better, right, Iona? It's the only way. The other trick for me is capos. Capos and alternate tunings. Okay, this is Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer ball, manor eyes, resting for hours at a time. The wind's changing, but I'm staying on. Callers forgot me. A March feeding winds, leading eyes, sifting the silver from the sea. The colors changing, but I'm staying on. Callers forgot me. You give yourself away when you're giving so easily. There's so much we could ask for. We only ask for more. Sledgehammer ball, manor minds, wrestling for hours at a time. Colors changing, but I've been staying on. Colors forgot me. You give yourself away when you're giving so easily. There's so much we could ask for. They only ask for more. You give yourself away when you're giving so easily. There's so much we could ask for. Why do we ask for more?
Sledgehammer. Indeed, bring the fuzz pedal. Bring the fuzz pedal. So Nev is supporting Jim White at Clooney 2 in Newcastle on Sunday. Wrong-eyed Jesus, Jim White. Wasn't the guy on that snooker program called Jim White? Or was there not just a snooker player called Jim White? Doesn't matter. I'm gonna do two more. I'm gonna play a cover, and then I'm gonna play Tendrils for Karin, who watches so religiously every week, and it's much appreciated. I'm gonna play a song by Evan Dando from the Lemonheads. I think my camera's going a little bit janky, so just use your ears. That part of it. Jimmy White, okay.
Well, I see that we're coming to the end of the affair. Well, there's one final favor to ask of you, my dear. Can we pretend that it was you on the receiving end, and tell our friends that it was my idea? I can't adjust to a life of endless afternoon. Which one of us lives in this room? I'd take a bus to the clinic every Thursday, where the experts wanna know what the fuck to do. Song for me in a voice that I can't hear. Can we pretend that it was you on the receiving end?
Dando from the Lemonheads with the track My Idea, played by me. So one more for all you lovely folk. It's been a treat. Again, thanks to Iona Lane for joining. Check her website for her upcoming dates and have a listen to the music. There's no guest next week, and then there's going to be, I think, 2 more streams. I'm going to be taking a break in July and August, playing some shows, as in taking a break from the streams, but I'll be out in the wild. Again, if you didn't catch this already, gonna be in London, August 17th, 25 tickets. Get one of them, or 2, or 3, or 4. And then July 6th in Montreal at Ursa. Links for both of those shows, tickets, are in the video description on Facebook and YouTube. Actually, I'm gonna post them anyway to make it even easier for you. So check this out. This is going to be mind blowing. I'm just doing everything. So here's the Montreal date. Where's the little chat thing? Oh, so many windows open. Where's my video production engineer when I need him? He doesn't exist. That's where he is. I think I've just broken my computer. Only sort of joking. Where is it? This is good entertainment, right? It's just gone. It's just gone. I made it disappear. Okay. I'll try and figure it out and put it in the credits. But this is Tendrils for Karin. Thank you so much for your ears and eyes, and your patience in moments like that. This is about things that are just below the surface. It's from the first record.
Old rages blocking all the holes, hide inside walls, decided to go. Come silence, don't pick apart its source, make it up but just put it aside. Don't find us waking upside down, find your sense to hold it, you'd watch it unfold. Trace tendrils creeping for a hold, the steely grey glow of your eyes. But by night I'm silenced and still. Can you make yourself feel unkind? You cry out, oh, when you see that we all have come freely alone. No brightness, but misinterpret words, deflect us from the sight of you, drenched and afraid. Fight in the sourness that pulls around the brain. It's an offering, an offering, an offering again. Sealed inside each verse, up above my words, you've a sense, I'm sure, that's as true as any for the times I had tried, but didn't make the connections, and I'm left to feel. If I was you, I'd lie. 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 Old judgment picking apart your eyes, fooled by the scope and pulled this rope. Old judgment picks apart your eyes, we barely are truthful to us.
That's Tendrils for Karin to close things off. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, if you want to support the stream, link is in the video description, and any amount is much, much appreciated. I'm going to be back next week at the same time in the same places. So if you haven't already, then like and subscribe to wherever the thing is you're watching. Yeah, but we'll see you next week. Ta-ta.